Step right up, folks. Gather round, take a look inside. And remember, things aren't always as they seem. Welcome to the Phantomette Freak Show.
It has come to my attention that there is not much news with paranormal this week because once again, I have slid into the trenches of the debunking community. However, this has nothing to do with paranormal or ghosts. A channel in which I will not give the grace of naming today decided to dig some dirt up on me. It seems as though they ran out of things to talk about. So they decided to go back, way back in their Phantomette file to conjure up a good story for the week. My issue here is that the full story wasn't told. It was told in a way to paint me out to be this horrendous villain. And that's not the truth. But hey, I get it. You have to do it in a way that fits your narrative, right? Now, I'm not here to change anybody's mind about me. However, I am here to speak to those who have enough wit to want to hear both sides of the story, or the full story at that, before jumping to conclusions and have an honest opinion on what they think about the situation. Because your opinion may stay the same, it might change. Either way, here's the full story. So this was months ago. Months ago, I received a plethora of fake pages harassing me to no end. These pages would pop up over and over again, sending nasty, harassing comments, including details that were in line with the fact that this was some kind of stalker. Now, here we introduce the account Abigail. Now, who is Abigail? We don't know. As far as I'm aware, this is some kind of fake profile with who knows hiding behind the account. As far as I know, this could be a 52-year-old man sitting in a dark room behind his keyboard, licking the remnants of hot Cheetos off his fingertips, all while downing a liter of Mountain Dew. But I digress. Now, this Abigail character was relentless. This situation escalated very quickly, and a lot of damage was done before I was even aware of the situation. The only reason I knew is because I had some friends contact me saying, hey, what's going on? Because not only was this Abigail harassing me, they were bringing all of my friends into it. These innocent characters that have no reason to be involved in any of this useless, childish drama. They went as far back as 3 years to comment really nasty things on every one of my pictures, and especially the ones including anyone with me, especially my boyfriend, because from what I've gathered, this is some kind of super fan of my boyfriend that really, really hates me because they hate the fact that I'm with him. But I shouldn't say anything back, right? Because we must protect poor Abigail. Now, the way that this said channel painted this story was that this sweet, innocent, poor Abigail left just a singular bad comment on one of my pictures, and I snapped. I, in turn, responded back with the most heinous, hurtful, nasty comment from the deepest, darkest pits of hell. And their followers will agree that I am a despicable, disgusting, pathetic human that needs to be dealt with by the police. Now prepare yourself for this insanely dark, scary, horrendous statement of mine because I'm going to read it to you. Okay, I warned you, trigger warning, brace yourself, this is some scary stuff. So I said, in response to this long string of stalking and harassment, "Oh, Abigail, Unfortunately, your comments don't bother me, but I genuinely feel sorry for you. This is a prime example of jealousy, and it is a very ugly disease. Imagine being so lonely and miserable that you actually take the time to go to somebody's profile and comment negative things that are actually a reflection of how you feel about yourself and your pathetic, inferior existence on this earth where you have nothing to offer except generic insults like calling somebody a hoe. I would say I wish you well, but honestly, the world would be a better place without you. At least if you were gone, you would offer something interesting, such as a disgusting putrid scent as your spirit passes by. Very poetic. Now, this channel's fan base took this as me directly saying, go yourself. Which I did not. Okay, you can take it as I was insinuating that, but this is my opinion. And I think that especially my world would be a better place without this character coming into my life and harassing me and everybody around me that I care for. So yes, my world would be a much better place without this said Abigail character. With that being said, I will not be apologizing for what I said. If you come to my page leaving dozens and dozens of psychopathic comments while bringing my friends and boyfriend into it, you will be dealt with accordingly. Oh, and trust me, I could have said things that are a whole lot worse, like she did, or he, or whoever this is, because trust me, everything they were saying is not even comparable to this little thing that I said to them. This is G-rated compared to everything that they said to me and my friends. And yeah, it's not always the best thing to fight fire with fire, but hey, I tried to fight with love and light and that didn't work. So I did what I had to do to make it stop. And look at that, it worked. Now, what is bullying? By definition, bullying is a form of aggressive behavior in which somebody intentionally and repeatedly causes another person injury or discomfort. Judging on the repeated behavior of said Abigail, I would define that as bullying. Now, what did I do? I stood up for myself. And I shut it down. I want to make it very clear, I do not condone bullying. And you will never, ever catch me saying nasty things to anybody, going to their page, leaving comments. I would never stoop to that level. But you will, 100% of the time, catch me sticking up for myself, as well as the people around me that I care about. And I will never apologize for doing that. Now, looking at the comments on said video about me, there are people calling me a bully and in the same breath putting me down for having fake lips and fake tatas, calling me a narcissist, and the list goes on. Oh, but I thought you didn't like bullying. Practice what you preach, baby. I also saw some comments stating that my parents must be so proud of me. And you know what? They are. They really, really are. In fact, I wasn't even going to make this video, but trust me when I say I heard my dad screaming down from the heavens for me to stick up for myself because that's how he raised me. And if he were here, he would be telling me to kick Abigail's ass, but hey, I don't think violence is always the answer. If there is one lesson my father left me with his time here on earth, it is to take no shit from anyone. And it's very important to stick up for yourself so that people don't walk all over you. Because when I was younger, that's exactly what happened. And I learned very quickly that I should be sticking up for myself. Now look, this is my opinion. It doesn't have to be yours. We don't have to agree on everything, and that is okay. And just so you understand my personality a little bit more, growing up, I was never some graceful ballerina. I did tough sports. I did martial arts for 10 years. I was a Muay Thai fighter. I played ice hockey. All of these very tough sports. And if there is one thing all of this taught me, especially with martial arts, it's to never start conflict. But if conflict arises towards you, protect yourself, defend yourself, shut it down. It blows my mind how many people in those comments, just blindly saying, I hope Abigail's okay. Oh God, dear Abigail, are you okay? First of all, who's Abigail? Is this even who you think it is? Is this even a real person? Is this some serial killer behind a screen? We don't even know that information. However, Abigail is, in fact, the one that started this bullying in the first place. I was defending myself. So let's protect Abigail, right? So that she can continue this relentless harassing, and maybe next time it'll be you or someone you love. And I'd like to see how you deal with it. Now to this channel. I know you're watching, and I have a very important question for you. If you don't condone this behavior, then why are you friends with somebody that said to people I know and support that they should literally walk into oncoming traffic? Now look, I said I didn't directly say to yourself, but that's what that is. That's someone you would stick up for and that you associate with. Now, I stand behind what I said, but will you? Here's the thing. I know that you think that you can unsend messages on Instagram to certain people, but the thing is, there's such thing as screenshots and those messages never go away. So before you go out calling people out for right and wrong, make sure that you're perfect first. With that being said, I think that you do have a very important place in this world. And while you're here, kindly, gladly, lovingly, graciously, go f*** yourself. And on that note,
I apologize to absolutely nobody.
There's a time for lies.